Hello, this is Fuzzy Wingman, and today I'll be doing the fourth battle. This time it's called Disrupt Supply Line. And the Team Temp will be the attackers, while Team Temp will be the defenders. So now we just have to decide whose deployment zones. They roll off, and the player wins, choose which side of the deployment zone. Okay. So, roll off. That's good for team. Okay, Team Adept will be choosing their deployment zone. They're actually pretty equal since I try to make them somewhat equal. So they'll choose over here. They have up to... Oh, wow, okay. That's a different kind of deployment zone. They have to be 6 inches away from objectives and edge of the board. So obviously they're going to go as close to the edge of the board as they can. Okay. Oh, boys. Alright, they'll just place one like right here. And then again, they're going to keep the objectives as close to each other as possible to make it the easiest to defend. And then apparently they roll off again to decide who deploys first. Alright, this time Team Temp wins, which I think just means now Team... Yep, so now Team Adept starts deploying first, oddly. Alright, as usual, he'll go for max range, and... yeah, he'll just hang out there. They have up to 3 inches into the deployment zone, so they can be really far forward. These guys cannot be as far forward. They have 5 inches. It's as close as they can is basically up to these. Which honestly is not a bad idea. They might start getting as close as they can. Which just means they should... these guys counter deploy. I guess hold as much as they can. She's obviously got the ability to just run forward, so she'll do that. So I'm camping out here. Let's see here. Arlene will use that as actually to her advantage to start getting some shots off of people. Actually. She does that. It's not going to take much to put him down. He's going to go aggressive. Yeah, Pablo will get pretty aggressive as well. Mike will hang out back here. Those two will buddy up. Alright. Yeah, he will go here. Might as well just have a buddy system over there. And right there. Alright. Deployment done. We'll just move straight on to the game. So, initiative. That's not good for Team Temp. but Team Tempestus does even worse. So Team Adept gets to go first. Yeah, he will do it. He will declare charge. What was the distance? Actually enough, so she'll actually have 2 shots for this on Overwatch. One of them actually hits. 5 to wound. That's kind of obvious, doesn't wound. He will now do his charge roll. 6 inches. Yeah, he'll do it. Puts him in the way so that they can't really do as much. He will just kind of hop over the barrels and stuff and just get in the way. And he will ready up. And he will ready up. Ready, ready, ready. Now Team Tempestus. This time I'm actually going to write Flavia will ready up. I think this one's Regia. Well, I'll put it in the edit what her actual name is. Ready. 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 That's a question of what Pavlo will do. Since he might decide instead that he's going to do something crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, he's actually going to declare charge on that guy. So Overwatch, since he's not going to fall back, since it's pretty close, so he might get it. He's new, so he does not get to reroll hit rolls 1. Also, again, hit rolls 1 are in the shooting phase. This is movement phase, so he will do his charge roll. 6 inches, he's actually going to just hop over the barrels so that way he can wail on the guy without any penalty. So he was successful in that. So far, 2 command points for each team. We'll move on to the shooting phase. He can't shoot because he tried to charge. He can't shoot because he just got charged. But it's Team Adept who shoots first, and they're going to have to make a choice. Well, sometimes I forget. He has what's called suppression, which anything he shoots at will actually have will have to take penalties on the shooting. He will also... Alright. They will actually spend... So, I can spend the tactic to make him shoot twice. He actually will do that. So that will be their 2 command points. And his main target will be Arlene. He's actually going to do frag this time. The first shot, anyway. So we see how many shots he has. He has 3 shots. He can actually spread them out. So it will actually be one. He'll do 1 attack for each model over there, for obvious reasons. So the 1 attack on Arlene. She is obscured, so it's 4 to hit. It hits. It's only strength 4 this time, so it's 3 to wound. Doesn't wound. Where his... I can't remember all of his abilities. I think it's just models will be suppressed. Yeah, he just suppresses them, so I'll have a -1 penalty. Alright, forgot to put the round counter. Round 1, obviously. So, as an indicator, just put this as an indicator since they're all going to be suppressed, so I need to just remember that. Arlene is fine. Have it the 1 attack against Ferristine. It's 1, so miss. The 1 against Ryan. Hits. Wounds. AP 0, so he gets his 4-up armor, which he failed, but yeah, they will spend the command point, 1 command point to reroll that. Worth it, he survived. So he's fired and all those people survive. Oh, right, they spent the 2 command points, so he fires another missile. It'll be the same one, he's going to see how many shots. This time 6, so he'll put 2 on each person. Now the 2 on Arlene. 1 hit. 1 wound. She survives from an armor save. Now the 1 on Fairstein. No hits. The 2 on Ryan. Both hit. Both wound. Failed 1. He's actually going to spend their last command point to try again. But he still failed. And now the injury roll, subtract 1 because it doesn't matter. He's out. Fortunately, it was just a damage 1, so it's not like he has a high risk of dying. She was ready. She didn't do anything. I thought I was moving her, but I guess I didn't. Anyway, time to actually shoot. He is the risk. They don't have any +1, so she's going to actually have to do it against him because that's the most likely target that she'll actually hit. At least she'll take the penalty for being suppressed. So she will overcharge. Fairstein will give her the +1 to shoot to her hit rolls. So it's going to be 3s to hit. Reroll 1s. Both hit. Since it's overcharged, 2s to wound. She rerolls 1s. Thankfully she rerolls 1s. So that's 2 wounds. 2 6-up saves for him. Snake eyes. And that's 2 dice for the injury roll. He's damage 2. Because he's not obscured, he's out. Oh, did they get any victory points for taking out characters? Nope, no victory points for specialists, and that's pretty much what's happening over there. So she's fired. So we move now back to Team Adept. So he's now got a special ability of Grenadier, so now he has extra range for his grenades. So he's actually going to throw a frag grenade at these 2. We'll see how many shots it is. 4, so he'll do 2 there, 2 there. It does not take penalty for long range because it's a hand grenade. But it does take penalty for the obscured, so 4s to hit, so the 2 on her first. 1 hit, it's strength, I think 3? Strength 3, so it's usually 4s to wound, but again, he gets to add 1 for models in obscured, so 3s to wound. Doesn't matter. And now the 2 against Flavia. 1 hits. This time it wounds. AP 0, so she gets her 4-up armor. Survived. So he's fired. Flavia will take her shot against him. It's not going to be a great shot because it's long range and the model's obscured, so it's a 5 to hit. But she nails him. 2 to wound. Oh, she wounds AP -4, so he doesn't get a armor save. Okay, he's got a bad day coming up. So how much damage? 2 damage. Okay. So not too bad of a day. He's obscured, so that's actually a 3, so he just takes a flesh wound. He actually survived that one. Now, Team Adept. He'll take his 2 shots. It'll be 4s to hit. Okay, and he's just whiff whiff. And she didn't like that, so she's gonna fire her one shot back. 5 to hit. It hits. 5 to wound. It wounds. Now he has a 5-up save. Of course he failed. And now entry roll. 1, so he just takes flesh wound. Okay. So she's fired. Michael's gonna take his shot. That obscured model from over there. Oh yeah, the barrels are still way away. 5 to hit. Doesn't hit. He only gets to reroll wound hit rolls of 1. So fired. Shit. Who's she gonna shoot at? She might as well go for 1 shot at him. 5 to hit. 6. So she hits. 5 to wound. Doesn't wound. And he will take his 1 shot against her. She's out in the open, so it's only 4 to hit for long range. It hits. 3 to wound. Doesn't wound. And now we have 2 models left to shoot. Team Temp. She'll take her 1 long range shot. 5 to hit. Doesn't hit. And Fairstein, she didn't like being shot at by him, but she's also suppressed, so it's 6 to hit. And it's obvious she missed. Oh yeah, Flavia shot at him. He's suppressed because of that, because she has the same suppressed, but he's already fired, so it doesn't matter. So everyone has fired. We move on to melee now. I should double check. I think charged units still punch first. Yep, they models that advance and charged go first. So he's charged, so Pablo gets his 3 attacks. All 3 hit. 5 to wound. That's 2 wounds. But it's 2 3-up armor saves. I'm pretty sure the guy's going to be... Alright, so this guy gets on an entry roll. Alright, Pablo took him out. Alright, it looks like my camera went out and I never heard it go out. I blame the knocking neighbors on the wall or other factors. But I'm starting to suspect I'm going to have to get a new camera because in the future I might lose footage just like I did. As you can see, things have changed, models have been lost. I went back and checked where things were. Basically, you finished round 1 and now I'm finishing round 2. So you missed an entire round, which sucks. But what you missed is rocket launcher guy was taken out. Pablo put an extra wound on him. He's now got a wound. I did the nerve checks. Everything did pretty well there. This guy actually spent a tactic to make it so that way the nerve checks went better, which I realized I need to mark. He actually did it. Go Homer, he's helping. And end of round, the Team Temp can spend command point to destroy an objective, and they will do that. And now it's about to turn into turn 3. They have Team Temp has 2 command points. Team Temp only has 1 command point, and we're still only at 1 point for Team Tempestus for breaking the other team. Team Tempestus hasn't needed to take a break test yet. So initiative phase. That's a good roll. So Team Temp actually gets to go first this time. He kind of wants to fall back, but instead they're just going to do their usual thing of ready, 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 and ready. Guess that's a valid option. So let's see here. Does Arlene actually see him? Oh, hell yeah, she does. It's another way to win the game is just to kill everyone. So, Arlene already. She will actually advance. She'll go 7 inches. She'll get as close as she can to the objective. And she will get right in the face of Brutus. Oh, and she will ready. So Team Adept goes first. Brutus is going to defend himself and shoot her. So it's technically 5s to hit because the model's obscured and his team is broken. Both hit though. Oh, he's got a roll of wound. 3s to wound. 1 wound. She will take her armor save. She will fail it. She won't bother. There, so is it a flesh wound or out of action? It's just a flesh wound. Michael will take his 2 shots against her to try to defend the objective. She's not obscured, but he still has a broken team, so 4s to hit. Both hit. 3s to wound. Both wound. Ooh. Oh, she's part of the team to reroll 1s because of she's lucky. She rolled a 6 there, so they will spend 1 command point to reroll the other one that failed. And it passed, so she's now surviving by the skin of her teeth. Oh, they were supposed to fire a model first, since it's go back and forth, but they actually have ready models this time. So she will take her 2 shots into him. 4s to hit because he's obscured. Both hit. 5s to wound. No wounds. Oh, right, Pavel would have ready too. That will actually kind of matter. So, in that case, he's actually going to fire his 1 pistol shot into Pavel. 4s to hit because his team's broken. He misses anyway. Pavlo will fire his plasma pistol into Gaius, but he will not overcharge it because it's a little dangerous. So 3s to hit. Hits. 3s to wound. Doesn't wound. Not going to reroll. He's got melee to stop him. And he will fire into her because she's, again, close to an objective and that's dangerous for them. So 4s to hit. 2 hits. 3s to wound. 1 wound. 1 armor save. Armor prevailed. So he's fired. Now Arlene. She'll take her 2 shots at him. Ferristine will get the +1 to her. So it's 3s to hit. She's overcharged. Reroll 1s. Roll 1s. Both hit. 2s to wound. Reroll 1s. Reroll 1s. It's a lot of 1s she rolled. But now it's 2 wounds. So 2 6-up saves for him. Snake Eyes, so he's down, but she gets only 2. He's obscured, so that's only a 3. So he just takes a flesh wound. And the only ones that haven't fired now are her and her. So she will take her 2 shots into him. He's obscured, and she's got a flesh wound, so she actually takes the penalty. So it's 5s to hit. No hits. And then Ferristine will take a shot at Michael, since Michael's got nothing on him. 1 shot, 5 to hit. Nothing. Alright, we move on to melee. Team Adept actually goes first. So he's going to actually punch with his 1 attack into Pablo. He actually hits, 3 to wound. He actually wounds. Pablo takes an armor save. Pablo fails an armor save. He will spend the command point to reroll that. He still failed it. And then, Pablo is out of action. So that's not good. Yeah, Team Adept will do their morale phase first. They'll spend their command point again for him to add 1 to people's nerve tests. So first start with Brutus over here. He'll become a 7, so he will pass. Michael. That would be a failure, but he gets to reroll because he's a Space Marine. Pass. He will take his nerve test. Pass. And then he will take his nerve test. Pass. Team Tempestus obviously has to take a morale check now to see if so their team is not broken. They're flesh wound models, so that model. That's 8 models, so yeah, she's shaken. So she won't be able to do anything next turn. She passes, so she continues to hold that objective. Oh boys. This just got interesting. So it's round 4, and now, yeah, it's round 4. That's pretty crazy. So who's got the initiative? 6. Team Pestis definitely has the initiative. She will move up to hide a bit more. So she holds the objective there. They will move over here to take shots at people down there. And she will ready up. Oh yeah, now everyone has 1 command point because both their leaders are out. Now Team Adept. Okay, he'll ready. Michael will ready. He'll ready. You know what? You will ready. So that way that they can have 1 more, but Team Tempestus still goes first. She will do her 2 shots into him. He's out in the open, so it's just 3s to hit. Snake Eyes. He will fire back. He will use a crack grenade, because why not? Range is not a problem. Obscured. But he also now has a flesh wound to account for, and the team's broken. Oh, wow, okay, so team's broken. He has a flesh wound he has to account for and obscured. So -3, so 6 to hit. Yeah, obviously he doesn't hit. Team Tempestus doesn't have any more rated models, so he's going again to oh yeah, he's going to shoot at her. 4s to hit because his team is broken. 1 hit, 3 to wound. It wounds. She gets her armor save. She failed it. They won't bother with rerolls because they're going to save that for destroying objectives now. It's just another flesh wound, so she's now sitting at 2 flesh wounds. She's still there, though. Michael knows he has to hold down the line, but there's a plasma gunner facing him, so he's going for the plasma gunner. It's obscured and he's broken, so 5's to hit. 1 hit. He actually wounds. Arlene takes her armor save. She fails it. She will spend their 1 command point to reroll. Oh, dang it. And now... Oh, she's out of action. This has been a brutal battle. Okay. He's fired. Brutus will take his 2 shots. Just hold the objective. Yep. It's 5's to hit, so it hits. 3 to wound. Doesn't wound. And now, Fairstein. She's going to take her 2 shots against him. 4's to hit. 1 hit, 5 to wound. Doesn't wound. She will take her 2 shots against him. He's out in the open, so it's just 3's to hit. So 1 hit, 5 to wound. Ooh, she wounds him. He has a 5-up save. He made it. So, Team Adept is still on the field. Team Tempestus is still holding out. So we go to morale phase. Team Tempestus has to roll to see if they're broken. 7. I don't think that's a... Oh no, is that really broken? Yep, that's... They're now broken, so now Team Adept gets a point. So they're broken, so now they get to do morale checks up the wazoo. So Fairstein, it's a 9, so she's shaken. It's not good. I think that's Regia. Plus 4, she passes, so she's actually still there. Don't remember her. 8. I can't just roll that, so she's shaken. Jeez. And her 8 shaken. And now Team Adept will spend their command point again for him to give everyone their bonus, so he gets to roll. So he's passes. Passes. So one thing I need to check is to see if how to determine some controls objectives. Okay, so it's 2 inches from an objective. This objective is not being held by anyone. This objective is not being held by anyone. Okay, yeah, it's turn 4, so we're about to roll to see if the game continues. I'm saying if Team Tempestus wants to bail. Not necessarily. They don't want to bail. They want to roll to see if the game ends, and they want it to fail. But it didn't. The game continues to turn 5. So we have to see who has initiative. Team Adept has initiative. he has to be standing on here to hold that objective. And if Michael moves over here, they hold that objective. So now Team Tempestus is in a bad way. What can Team Tempestus even do? They have 3 shaken models. All she could do is ready up and hope for the best. Alright. Oh, and then Team Adept will ready that model and ready that model. So Team Adept will shoot at that model. It's 4s to hit. 1 hit, 3 to wound. Doesn't wound. She will shoot into him because obviously she has 2 flesh wounds and her team's broken, so and the model's obscured. She actually would need 7s. Alright, this time I actually heard the camera go off, so I will still consider getting a new camera because this is annoying that it just stops. So anyway, I was looking and realizing she can't actually hit him, even though she's like got the gun right in his face. It's just she's too wounded and broken. So instead, she'll have to shoot at him because that's at least 6s to hit. Obviously, she doesn't hit. Now we're on to regular people shooting. So Michael will take 2 shots into her. Just help. Oh right, everyone gets 1 command point since I haven't done that. So Michael will try to shoot her. He gets a hit. He doesn't wound. And now Gaius will take his... He will do 2 shots too. Obscured. 1 flesh wound they have to count. Team broken, so he's 6s to hit. He doesn't hit. I can't destroy this objective marker unless I actually control it. So I should have done that, but we move on to nerve techs. So Team Adept will not spend their... oh, he hasn't fired. Forgot Brutus. So Brutus will fire back. I thought Brutus fired. I think Brutus fired. Sounds familiar. So I won't continue. Instead, just move on to morale. They will not spend their command point for that because now people are close to each other. So, actually no. They will spend the command point because it's less rolling. Because he now can't fail. Michael can't fail. Gaius can fail. But that is not a failure. He, though, can fail. Doesn't matter. And now Team Adept. Team Tempestus. This is where it kind of sucks for them. Yeah, because I needed 2 to not be shaken, so she's shaken. Now shaken. He's now technically holding it. So that's kind of a problem. She needs to... She can't... But I can't hold it. I can't break it. I can only prevent them from holding it. So I'm going to see the insane bravery tactic, which is someone will automatically, like... Yep, so I'll spend the 1 command point, and she'll automatically pass her nerve check. And then her. Ooh, she passes 2. So now I have 2 models that I passed. And now I roll to see... Well, I need to think whether or not Team Tempestus wants to bug her out. So they can't hold that one, and that one's, I think, 3 points. Yeah, it's 3 points to hold it. So that's a problem. If I can't, it's even, well, if I can hold this one, I'm good too. So Team Adapt will stay. They might be able to win. Game continues, so it is the final round no matter what. Who's got the initiative? Team Tempestus. So, ready. Oh, everyone has one command point. Ready. Yeah, everyone's readying up, obviously. So, you will go with the first one, that's important. She will take her 2 shots. He's out in the open, but team's broken, so forced to hit. 1 hit. And 5 to wound. Ooh, she wounds. 5 up save. Of course he makes his 5 up save. You'll make it more impossible for her to do anything, so it's 2 shots, 6s to hit. 1 hit. She was scared, so 2s to wound. No. Yeah, she's scared. And then, yeah, it's 4 up save for her. She failed. I'm not going to bother. I'm not even going to roll injury roll because it is a flesh wound. She's still out of action. So everyone's going to fail nerve tests now. For Team Tempestus, for Team Adept. Shit. Yeah, she's going to have to try to put someone down, or else she will be obliterated. So she'll take 2 shots on Michael, 4s to hit because team's broken. Both hit, 5s to wound. Both wound. AP minus 2, so 2 5 up saves. He failed them. Injury roll. No, she's spending it. She's spending the command point, trying to take him out. She took him out. Brutus is going to fire back. She's obscured to him because of her feet. So, obscured, broken, so it's 5s to hit. Missed. Okay. His only real target is that one, so he'll take his 2 shots. 5s to hit. Nothing. Alright, and she fired. In this case, Team Adept will spend their command point for him again, because this time they actually need it. Because he still can fail. That's a fail, so he has to reroll. So, okay, he passed. That Team Adept and Tempestus needed to fail. He will go. Is he 2 inches away from him? No, he's not. So he also needed it. He passed though. And he will roll. He will barely pass. 2, 3, 4, 5. So Team Adept is now. Team Tempestus is in a bad shape. They need 1s to not fail nerve checks. So, everyone failed. So, because of that, they can't hold any objectives in the end. So now, game ends, and we have to actually see who owns what. So, Team Adept holds 2 objectives. Both of them are 6 points. On the end, they will have 7 points in total. And Team Tempestus gets 1 for destroying an objective. And they also broke the other team, so they got 2, so they lose by quite a bit. So Team Tempestus has their first loss of a game, of a mission. And they will lose 1 morale because of it. And now we can move on to how many models are dead now, since that's a lot of death rolls. Alright, welcome to the death rolls. Let's see first all the injured models, if they're out of action or not. Out of action. That's not good. Survived. Survive. And then out of action. It's pretty much most of all teams are out of action. So Michael, good, he lives. Because of that, his team automatically gets points for him alive. I'm forgetting his name. He lives. Alright, Cassius, you're pretty much always here. Aw, with the -1, he's actually going to be unable to participate in the next battle. But he lives. New guy. With the -1, he is dead. Of course. You pretty much could never have a leader that survives long enough. At least the other leader that was out for this battle can just return. New guy. Okay, he lives. Alright. 4, that still survives. I think their whole fire team is about to go up by another level. Survives. Survives. Come on, Flavia. Well, thankfully no modifier. She's just can't participate in the next battle. So that's 2 teams with someone who can't participate in the next battle, so that's actually convenient. He survives. And now, I'll call that cocked, so. Well, okay, survives gain experience. Alright, so this time we only had 1 death. That's easy replaceable. And 2 models that will be out the next turn, which really they could just sit out the next turn and that's it. So not too bad for results. So maybe I'll get a new camera before the next round. So have a fabulous day, everybody.